I was on YouTube the other day and a video popped up as I was scrolling. It was from my homeboy, Peter Lindgren, right? A shout out to my guy, Peter Lindgren. And the video title was something along the lines of YouTube is not a real job or something like that. And although I didn't watch the video, it was something that I always wanted to talk about. I've talked about it on a bunch of my live streams before, and I said, you know what, maybe I should give my own perspective on it before I watch this video. So no, I didn't watch this video. I will watch it after I post this video, and I'll probably bet you that we probably crossed a lot of lines because we have conversations all the time. We went to freaking Iceland together. We had a drone battle, which clearly I won. He cheated, but I'll leave that linked at the end of this video. Neither here nor there. There are so many people, if you go in like the YouTube comments or TikTok, Instagram comments, whatever, who'll be like, oh man, this dude needs to get a real job. You know, this dude is just doing stupid videos. He needs to get a real job. And I think that's flawed logic in today's world, today's climate. Now, I didn't script this video. It's cold. Y'all gonna hear me sniffling, all that other crap. But the first thing, well, let me say this. I don't want this video to come off as, you know, I'm angry at the world or anything like that. I do think there's a lot of misconception, and I feel like somebody needs to paint an appropriate picture of today's climate and what social media and making money online is, okay? The idea of you need to go to school for 4 years, or 8 years, or 12 years to be successful, while I'm not trying to discourage anybody from going to school and chasing your career goals, it's no longer required in today's climate to make loads of money, okay? Anyways, I have been a full-time content creator for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, and I didn't plan it, like it just kind of happened. I have a whole video explaining the journey. I'll leave that linked also at the end of this video, but 2 years I've been a full-time content creator. That means that I use YouTube, social media to make all of my money, to take care of my family, and I live a comfortable life, and I'm, God willing, I live a very comfortable life, and I'm very, very blessed. But I also, before I became full-time, I'm about to be 40 years old in a couple months, y'all. You might not know that. I know I still keep a fresh haircut. I'm in shape and all that. But I'm about to be 40 years old, which means from the time I've been 16 years old up to 2 years ago, I've been in the workforce. So I understand the struggles of the 9-to-5 side. I understand the struggles of the entrepreneurial side. And right now, it just feels like to me like there's this war. 9-to-5ers, and I say 9-to-5ers, I don't mean any disrespect by that. I'm just calling it, okay, people who work 9-to-5s and entrepreneurs. People who work 9-to-5s either angry at entrepreneurs because they're freedom, and then entrepreneurs feel like they're better than people who work 9-to-5s. What happened to people just being able to live the freaking lives that work the best for them? There's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5. There's nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur. You're not better than anybody if you work a 9-to-5. You're not better than anybody because you're an entrepreneur. Now that we got that out the way, y'all have to understand that money all spends the same way. So whether I went to work in a factory and made $100,000 a year, or I stood on a corner selling water bottles and I made $100,000 a year, that money spends the same way. The bills get paid the same way, regardless of if you like the way the person made the money or not. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I've never liked how much money entertainers made. I couldn't stand it. You got people who are out here defending the country that you live in, you know, that are risking their lives. You got people who are medical professionals, first responders, police officers, law enforcement, all of that stuff, who get paid pennies compared to entertainers. However, the reality is if you're that person that is able to captivate the masses, you can monetize it. And when you got 500,000 people who like you and want to hear from you, you can sell stuff to them, tickets, you can sell whatever the case may be. So there's a lot of money in that, whether you like it or not. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because what do you think YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff is? What do you think that is? Think about how, I guarantee you that you probably consume more Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube than you do TV. YouTube is the new primary source of entertainment pretty much across the world, except for the places that YouTube is not allowed. So with that being said, you also need to understand why companies are willing to pay so much money to creators, for people like me, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Back in the old days when, you know, TV networks had to run an ad on TV for the newest deodorant, right? They have to put it out there to the masses to try to get any type of good return of investment, right? So it might have cost this media company $500,000 to run this commercial. that they broadcast to everybody, and maybe only a small percentage of those people that see it would actually be interested in it, right? Well, times are totally different. If I have a person, let's use Tight Shirt Terry Warfield for an example. Terry has 90,000 whatever subscribers, just about to be 90,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And you got to think about that button, follow or subscribe, which I hate both of them, but they are what they are, right? For somebody to hit a follow or subscribe button means that you either gave them something like of value, or they were so entertained by you that they want more. And whether that entertainment is stupid, funny videos or cooking videos or hair or makeup or cameras, whatever the case may be, somebody liked it enough to the point where they were interested in it and they want more, right? Hold on to that idea. So brands have gotten smart about it and say, you know what, this Terry guy who has 90,000 people who followed him or subscribed to him, right? Oh, now I have a direct sales channel to 90,000 potential clients or customers who would be interested in cameras. How do we know that they're potentially interested in cameras? Because he talks about cameras and they followed him because of that. So influencer marketing is the new wave. It makes way more sense for a brand to pay Terry, as an example, $10,000 to talk about this latest drone, camera, microphone, whatever the case may be, because they have a direct sales channel. And even if I don't instantly convert, I'm giving them brand awareness and recognition. That's worth something. So when you compound those things and you do a bunch of those throughout the year, I'm not gonna say it's easy because it was a long road getting to this point. Like, it was a really long road to even get to 90,000 subscribers. I'm talking about years of hard work, dedication, not quitting, wanting to give up, uploading videos, not getting no views, frustrated here. And I pushed through all of it. And I continue to still struggle with all that stuff, but I continue to push through it. So it's taken years to get here. But now when I got all of those, it's easy to look back last year and say, yo, you know, Terry, your business brought in $130,000. Now, is that fair? I don't know. Does the person who went to school for 8 years to get a master's or a PhD, however many years you need to, and they make $150,000, does that person feel like it's fair? Probably not. But you can't really be mad at somebody else because they found a way to make the same money that you make in a much, much easier way. Life should be all about that. How do you find ways to make money smarter without working harder? And people who have learned how to leverage social media can tap into that. Some of y'all think that, you know, social media is just this walk in the park. It's easy. I turn on my freaking camera. I just yell at the camera, say stupid stuff, and bam, I got $1 million. It does not work like that. Most people who start on social media don't even get to 100 subscribers. It takes, as I just said, hard work, dedication, you know, consistency, like willpower, because nobody's forcing it. When you're an entrepreneur, nobody's making you get up in the morning and do anything. Your output comes from your input. And if there's no input, there's no output. So, you know, people have this idea that social media is easy. Even the people doing like stupid TikToks or whatever, it's still not easy. It's not easy. So anyways, there's that. The next thing I want to talk about real quick, because, you know, a lot of people be like, oh, you know, TikTok or YouTube, whatever, is going to be gone tomorrow. I mean, sure, sometimes I feel like it's fleeting. Sometimes I feel like it's not fair. But I also have to sit back and realize, like, I worked hard to get to where I'm at. And I know people who make way more money than me, right? But at the same time, do I feel like there's a safety net in it? Like, do I feel like it's safe? No. But did I ever feel like my freaking job was safe either? No. You know, I remember sitting at Chase Bank, watching them walk around. Everybody came into work that day thinking everything was smooth. Watching corporate and HR walk around, pulling people into the office. Next thing I know, they packing up their stuff and they leaving. And these are people with livelihoods, families, children. And a job came in that was so secure to them and cut them off. Cut them off, right? And in a sense, it's almost like, although we look at YouTube like it's fleeting, let's be real. There's so much money and promotion in YouTube, it's really not going anywhere. And brands are just starting to realize how powerful influencer marketing is. So do I feel like it's secure? I mean, no, but I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a hustler's mindset. So even if it were to stop tomorrow, I'm gonna find my way like I've always done. But jobs aren't secure either. So I think, you know, the name of the game is diversity. I don't put all my eggs in the YouTube basket. You shouldn't put all your eggs in your job basket. or your entrepreneurial basket, right? I got money in the stock market. I got this, I got that. And I'm not saying that these things are booming, but you know, I'm trying to diversify, because in the case that something does happen and YouTube goes down or TikTok goes down like it did, you know, I don't want to be a sitting duck. I don't. So at the end of the day, what I really think it boils down to is people have to accept that money is money. And I understand that you worked hard to get to where you at, and it might have took you 12 years of school and training and all that stuff, but it might only took little Timmy a year of doing silly TikToks, and now he running it up making $1 million. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that. You have to accept the world that we live in. And honestly, if anybody was, I don't want to say if anybody was smart, but if anybody would like step back and look at it objectively, like a lot of times we sit around year over year waiting for a raise from our job. Well, what if you gave yourself your own raise using social media? What if you went on TikTok or whatever it is that you're interested in? I mean, you might be into, like, you know, hair, makeup, whatever the case may be, and you started an account and you started posting your interest, and then you got to monetize. And then now there's a little TikTok shop link at the bottom that you get an affiliate kickback on every time somebody buys something, and you are now making $300 or $400 a month whenever you want to do it. Is that not the same as your job giving you that annual increase? What I'm saying is, instead of complaining about, oh man, these little influencers are making so much money, yo, it's one of them things, you're gonna get with it or you're gonna get rolled over. Like, learn how to tap into it so that you can leverage where this is going. Learn how to start using AI and all these tools that we have so that you can start making money from it too. At the end of the day, I know some people are upset that there are influencers that in your eyes are making stupid videos, but these stupid videos, whether you want to accept it or not, are making money, are changing people's lives. YouTube has completely changed my life. I don't know where I would be if I wasn't on YouTube right now. I would probably be still sitting unhappy at that job, doing a little work, frustrated, you know. So, you know, I'm happy that YouTube came along. It's hard, it's a struggle, but, you know, it is what it is. You either get with it or get rolled over. And even if you don't want to get with it, at least try to understand it and stop talking crap about people who have found a way to make this a career, because it can be a career. It's crazy that I can have a conversation with my children now to say, oh, baby, you want to do hair or makeup or whatever? They can really make a living off of that. Like, I can't discourage them from doing that. Whereas maybe 15 years ago, I'd have been like, you crazy. Like, you about to go to school and all that. No, if you believe in it, you're willing to work hard at it, you can make money and make a living off of it. And that's it. So I'm very curious to what you think about this subject. Again, make sure to go check out Peter's video. I'm going to go watch the video after I post this video, because I'm curious to hear what he had to say about it, because his path has been totally different than mine. But all in all, I'm very curious to know what you think. So drop it down in the comment section. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. We almost at 100,000 subscribers. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. So I would love if you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out of here. Tight shirt, Terry Warfield. Piece of chicken grease. I'm out, y'all. Much love. Peace.